Yoga is rapidly becoming one of the most preferred forms of maintaining a healthy mind and body, as people from all over the world realize the benefits of regular yoga practice. Through the thread of the breath, yoga creates synergy, calming and interconnecting the body-mind. It improves lung function, joint mobility, while increasing energy, strengthening bones, muscles, and correcting poor posture. With the improved blood flow that yoga creates, cleansing and healing of the body is accelerated, moving you to a higher state of well-being. This ancient art induces a change of state, much like the voyage of majestic clouds, transforming and condensing into pure white snow, melting in time into glorious waterfalls and flowing rivers. Existing within these forms of water is the same molecule, and with a change in temperature, the molecular structure transforms. In a journey over time, yoga teaches a busy mind to become serene. These changes are a collective process, likened to squeezing a drop of blue dye into water day after day. The first drop dissolves slowly with no apparent change. After the second drop, the change is still not visible. After a month, the water will become a light blue. After a year, a deep blue. Every yoga session is like that single drop, putting a valuable deposit into your health account as you move into the endlessly unfolding confines of the future.
Hi, I'm Greg, and this is Al, and today we're going to take you through a great beginner's routine.
It starts with 15 minutes of breathing to centre and prepare yourself, then some core standing poses to stretch and strengthen the body.
Then to the floor for some poses that will bring you more self-awareness, ending our session in a deep relaxation.
At all times, acknowledge what your body is feeling, always seeking to understand the pose.
And remember, this routine will help you develop and understand your yoga practice, but there is no substitute for a good yoga instructor, so seek one out.
So let's get to it and enjoy yourselves.
Breathing. Sit in a simple cross-legged position on the floor. If you don't feel comfortable in this position, place a folded blanket under your buttocks. The vital thing is to have a comfortable erect spine, with head, shoulders and hips in a straight line. Don't let your head come forward. If the back is hunched, this compresses the rib cage and impedes proper breathing, so focus on extension of the spine. Place your right hand on the rib cage and your left hand on your abdomen. Inhale slowly through the nose, feeling the breath fill the abdomen, bringing it slowly into the rib cage, then the upper chest. Retain the air here for a few seconds. Exhaling softly, feeling the breath leave the abdomen first, then the ribs, and lastly the upper chest. Observe the space at the end of the exhale. Inhale through the nose to your lower abdomen, then to the middle ribs, lastly into the upper chest. Exhaling through the nose, feel the breath fall out of the abdomen first, following it up the body to the upper chest. Now move your hands so that your forearms come to a comfortable position, resting on your knees, and continue the breathing. Inhale a vitalizing breath to the ribs and upper chest. Exhale from the abdomen, ribs, then upper chest. Observe the space. Inhale to the abdomen, ribs, and upper chest, holding for a few seconds while the oxygen sends energy to all parts of the body. Exhale from the abdomen, ribs, then upper chest. Observe the space. Inhale. Exhale. Now continue with a flowing, controlled breath in your own time. Control of the breath is an essential element in the art of yoga. When bringing the air into the abdomen, do not puff the stomach out, but pull the air into it while extending the inside wall. The simple act of learning to control the breath has a number of beneficial effects on your well-being, ranging from increasing your energy to improved relaxation into sleep. It purifies the body by flushing away the gaseous byproducts of metabolism, and will also help you to remain calm in the face of challenges that we encounter in our everyday lives. By harnessing the power of the breath, the mind can be stilled and can be prepared for your yoga practice. Now come slowly to a kneeling position. Come into a position on your hands and your knees, with your knees together and your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Your big and little toes pressing firmly into the floor. Push back with your hands and sit between your buttocks on the floor. Make sure you roll your calf muscles outwards so you're not sitting on them. If you're unable to sit comfortably or feel any pain in the knees, place a folded blanket under your buttocks. Eventually you'll be able to sit on the floor between your feet. Proceed slowly with patience and persistence. Make sure the inner calves are touching the outer thighs and your ankles are outside your buttocks, arms resting at the sides. Inhale as you slowly raise your arms to shoulder height, shoulders down. Exhale, lengthen out through the fingertips and turn your palms to the roof. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, interlock the fingers. Slowly exhaling, turn the palms towards the ceiling and with a powerful push lift up from the belly into your chest. Inhale and stretch upwards through the arms in the direction they are pointing. Exhale, bring your hands interlocking behind your back with straight arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together and opening the chest. Inhale, hands back to the side. Exhale, relax. On your next inhalation, raise your arms to shoulder height, shoulders down. Exhale, lengthening out through the fingertips and turn your palms to the roof. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Interlace the fingers with the opposite thumb on top this time. Exhale, turn the palms up and feel the powerful push lifting out from the belly into your chest and shoulders. Inhale as you lengthen and stretch upwards throughout the arms in the direction they are pointing. Exhale, bring your hands interlocking behind your back with straight arms. Inhale, hands back to the side. We will now repeat one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the focus on the breath, synchronizing each movement with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. If your arms are slightly forward, stretch in that direction. Inhale. Exhale, being careful not to roll the shoulders forward. Inhale, arms back to the sides. Exhale, relax. Child's pose. Bring your big toes together and your knees wide apart. Inhale as you lift the spine and extend your stomach. Exhale, bend forward from the hips as you walk your hands out as far in front of you as possible, extending from the hips to the fingertips. Place your forehead on the ground and buttocks back to the heels. Work your pubis to the floor and stretch the inner thigh muscles. Focus on the breath, breathing into the abdomen as you extend it forward into the breastbone, creating length through the upper body. Exhale from deep in the abdomen, relaxing in the spine, and continue the slow, controlled breathing. This pose will get easier every time you work with it as it rejuvenates and quietens the mind. Continue with your slow, smooth breathing as you stretch the inner thigh muscles. Come into child's pose if you feel you need a rest at any stage during this practice. Then resume when you feel rejuvenated. Dog pose. Holding your hand position, come up onto your hands and knees with your knees hip width apart and the hands shoulder width apart. Your fingers wide, pressing firmly into the floor. Inhale, arch your spine and look up as you turn your toes under. As you exhale, straighten your legs and pause here for a moment. Now push the floor away from your hands, positioning your body like an inverted V, achieving a straight line from your hands to your shoulders to the hips. Straight arms and straight legs. As you inhale, pressing downward into your hands and lift outward out of the shoulders. Lift your head and torso back through the line of your body. Lock the kneecaps and pull the thigh muscles up with the back of the legs pulling up and over your buttocks. Feel the stretch through the back of the legs. Your thumb and forefinger pressing into the floor so you can extend up the inner arm, squeezing the elbows inwards, keeping them locked. Breathing in and out of the nose, controlled inhalation and slow exhalation. Shoulder blades and kidneys coming into the back as we open up the chest on the front of the body while the outside of the shoulders roll around towards the chest. Head soft and neck soft. Keep the heels pushing towards the floor. If your heels don't touch the floor, don't worry, this will come with time. Keep the mind focused on the whole pose. If you let one area go, it will take away the ease of the pose. Breathe and stretch. The dog pose is a recovery pose and will bring energy and lightness into the whole body with the head below the heart. Now slowly walk your feet towards your hands, coming into a standing position. Mountain pose. Stand with your feet hip width apart so the outsides of the feet are almost parallel edged. Press and spread the toes into the floor. Feel the weight of your body distributed evenly throughout your feet, from the toes to the heels, keep pressing firmly into the floor. Lift the kneecaps up by contracting the front thigh muscles, but not locking the backs of the knees. Pull up with the backs of the thighs and activate the hips and buttocks to level the pelvis. Your hips should be directly over your knees and your knees over your ankles. This gives you a stable foundation, and by positioning the pelvis properly, keeps the spine healthy. Now extend the spine by slowly inhaling, lifting up through the legs as you lift the rib cage, opening the chest and dropping the shoulders down, extending the neck, keeping the jaw and eyes soft. Bring the shoulder blades into the back to support the rib cage. Breathe slowly and softly. Keep your head directly over your shoulders and look at eye level at a point in front of you. When standing in mountain pose, the mind is quiet and the body strong and still, like a mountain. This is a pose you can practice in your daily life. Practicing to stand correctly will have a profound influence on your physical and mental well-being. Shoulder shrug rotation. Continue standing in mountain pose. Inhale as you lift your shoulders to your earlobes, keeping the head still and soft. As you exhale, rotate the shoulders around by pushing up out of the chest, rotating them in a full circle. Now inhale, lifting up, keeping the neck and head soft. Exhale, rolling the shoulders back and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Repeat one more time as you feel this area releasing. Prayer pose. Center yourself in mountain pose and take a few deep breaths here. Breathing down into the abdomen, continue the breathing that you are now familiar with. This next movement will teach you how to push from under the shoulders and out of the lats, the major muscle group of the back, a key movement in a lot of yoga poses. Inhale, raise your arms to shoulder height and stretch them out in opposite directions to each other, twisting the arms from the shoulder and turning your palms upwards. Bring your arms out in front of you, pushing your elbows firmly together and your fingers extending away from you, while focusing on pulling your shoulder blades together. Continue squeezing the elbows in as you bring your palms together, bending at the elbow and taking the forearms to vertical. Keep pressing firmly with the palms and the elbows as you breathe the arms upwards, with each exhale moving slightly higher. This pose is simple but very effective and is a key movement to more advanced poses. Slowly bring your arms to your sides. Arm rotation. Go through your checklist for mountain pose. Feet pressing firmly into the floor, kneecaps lifting up, buttocks tucked under, abdomen extending up, chest open, shoulder blades into the back. Your body is in total alignment from your head to your heels. As you slowly inhale, lift your right arm out in front of you, pushing from under your shoulder. Exhale as you make the widest arc possible, rotating your arm in a full circle behind you. Deep inhalation, repeat the move, reaching right out. This is also an eye stretch, so keep your eyes fixed on your fingertips. Inhale as we repeat one more time on this side. Keep the thighs pulling up, turning in the torso, incorporating a spinal twist. Now inhale as you lift your left arm, breathing slowly. Be aware the shoulder is a ball and socket joint, which needs to be moved in its full range of movement. Yoga increases your energy circulation. By intertwining mind and body through the breath, one can completely relax the body and allow the energy to flow unrestricted. Yoga not only works on the muscles, it also works on the internal organs and skeletal system, keeping them healthy, flexible, strong, aligned, and balanced. Triangle pose. Standing in mountain pose, inhale deeply and jump your feet sideways apart, approximately 1 meter, and raise your arms to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep your arms parallel to the floor. Make sure the outside edges of the feet are parallel to each other. Tighten the buttocks and the legs. Find your stability here for a moment. Now turn your right foot out while keeping your hips to the front and turn your left foot in from 90 to 70 degrees by pivoting on your heel. Ensure your right heel is in line with the instep of the left foot. This is important as it sets the base for this pose. The kneecaps and thighs are pulling up, simultaneously pushing downward through your feet into the floor. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale as you bend to the right, pushing out from the hips through the right arm, taking your right hand to a comfortable position on your leg. Your left arm coming up to straight, moving down as far as possible without turning the hips or the torso. Keep the thighs firm and rolling around towards the buttocks, moving the left hip back and opening the chest. Inhale, extend the neck and spine. Exhale, turn your head to look up at your left hand. Keep your head, your buttocks and your heels in one straight line. Not looking down with your body, keep opening your whole body up. Breathe easy. Press hard into your back leg and come back to upright. Turn your feet back into parallel and steady yourself, taking a revitalizing recovery breath. Now repeat to the other side, turning your left foot out to align with the instep of the right foot. Turn the right foot in slightly. Activate the buttocks and the legs. Hips are straight, shoulders down, head is erect. Breathing is even through the nose. Inhale. Exhale, bend out to the left. Hand coming down to a comfortable spot on your leg. Right arm coming up. Inhale, extend the neck and spine. Exhale, turn your head to look up at your right hand. Triangle pose tones the leg muscles, spinal nerves and abdominal organs. It contributes towards a strong, healthy lower back. Keep breathing softly. Now press into the back leg strongly As you come back to upright, turning your feet in and step back into mountain pose. Tree pose. Align yourself in mountain pose. Continue with your smooth flowing breath. On your next inhale, shift the bulk of your weight onto your left foot. Exhale, bend the right knee and assisting with your hand, place the sole of your right foot as high as possible into the left inner thigh, with toes pointing down. Steady yourself and breathe easy. Now bring your palms together in prayer position. Keeping your eyes focused on a point in front of you will assist your balance. Inhale as you raise your arms overhead, keeping your palms together and stretching upwards through the fingertips. Keep working your right knee back and contracting your buttocks muscles in and down. Feel your abdomen plane and hips facing straight ahead while lifting out of the waist. The tree pose is a balance pose incorporating 3 lines of energy emitting from the center outwards. 1 line proceeds down the straight leg, 1 line extends up the spine and out of the fingertips, and the third moves outward through the bent knee. Now exhale, bring your hands and foot down and center yourself in mountain pose for a moment. Now we will repeat to the other side, taking your weight onto the right leg. Bring your left foot high as possible into the right inner thigh with your toes pointing down, contracting the legs and the buttocks. Bring your palms together in prayer position, feeling strong and centered. Now push the arms overhead. Keep completely focused on the pose. This pose harnesses the powers of mental concentration while allowing you to calm the mind. It develops balance and stability and strengthens the legs and feet, also increasing flexibility in the hips and the knees. Now exhale, bring your arms and leg down beside you. Well done. Stand in forward bend. Stand in mountain pose in the center of your mat with your hands in prayer position. With an inhale, jump your feet wide apart. Keep the outside of your feet running parallel while lifting your arches, pulling up with the thighs and the tailbone tucked under. Place your hands on your hips and feel the extension up out of the waist. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend at the hips, extend forward, continue lifting out of the hips, keeping your legs strong and your base nice and firm. Looking forward to begin with. Keep the extension on the stomach, which will help keep your back flat, protecting it. Take a few breaths here. Now take your hands to the floor, extending from the and through the spine. Some of you may be on your fingertips. If you can't keep your spine straight, put your hands on your knees and keep slowly working down your legs, working with your body, not against it. Lift your sitting bones to the ceiling. Draw your shoulders down your back so you can extend the neck with ease. Remember to keep the arches high. Breathe and stretch. Breathe and stretch. As you pull the kneecaps up and contract the thighs, turning the knees and thighs inwards towards one another. The buttocks will spread as you do this, allowing you to extend further forward. This pose aids in digestion and is restorative. It frees the rib cage, allowing for improved breathing. It increases flexibility while strengthening and developing the hamstrings. Now slowly come back into a standing position. The warrior. Stand in mountain pose, continuing with your smooth flowing breath. Jump your feet sideways and sweep your arms out to the sides so your ankles are below your wrists. Establish your foundation by pulling your knees and thighs up, tucking your tailbone under, pushing your feet firmly into the floor. Visualize an imaginary line running vertically down the center of your body. Dropping your shoulders. Squeeze your arms and legs away from the center line. Keep an awareness of this line as you turn your right foot out to 90 degrees and your left foot into 70 degrees. Ensure the heel of your front foot aligns with the arch of your back foot, hips facing forward. If your body wants to turn off center, counteract this by pushing simultaneously in opposite directions from the center line. Now inhale, and as you exhale, bend your right leg, pulling up with the outside and inside of the thigh to form a right angle at the knee. Only go as low as you can without turning your hips off center. Ideally, you would like your knee directly above your ankle, with your leg coming vertically out of the floor. Keep the power flowing through the back leg into the floor. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right arm. Take a few deep breaths through the nose. Now turn your head back into the center, putting the energy into the back leg and coming to upright. Turn your feet into parallel, drop your hands down beside you. Take a slow, deep recovery breath. On your next inhale, raising your arms to shoulder height, we will now repeat to the other side. Exhale, turn your left foot out and your right foot in. Slow, deep breaths as you look for a better understanding of this pose. As you exhale, bend your left leg. Check that your heel is in line with the middle arch of the back foot, knee above the ankle. Buttocks firm, thighs rolling around to the buttocks. Lifting out of the waist, stretching your arms and legs away from the center line. Turn your head and look over your left fingertips and continue with a controlled breathing. If you're finding this challenging, just persist. You'll find with each practice you'll develop more strength, power, and will allow you to move further into this pose. Now turning your head back into the center, push your weight into the back leg and come back to upright. Bringing your feet into parallel, jump your feet together and bring your arms down for a well-earned rest. Well done. Basic twist. Come into a lying position on your back and stretch your arms out to the side, placing your palms and shoulders firmly onto the floor. Move your shoulder blades under, spread your toes apart. Feel the back and shoulders moulding to the straight lines of the floor. Bend your knees as far as they come towards the chest. Inhale, keeping your knees and ankles together. Exhale, rolling your knees to the right. Focus on keeping your arms pressing outwards and your shoulders pushing firmly into the ground. You may feel or hear your spine lengthening as it extends to the correct alignment. Knees and ankles kept together. Breathe easy. Focus on creating length between the left lower rib and the hip. Now turn your head to look over your left hand. Relax into this pose, stomach soft, breathing soft and relaxed. On your next inhale, slowly bring your knees back to the center. Take a refreshing breath. Now exhale and roll over to the left, lengthening from the right lower rib to the right hip. Look over your right arm and breathe into this pose. This is soothing to the spine and neck, and warms and frees the lower back and hips. It also improves digestion and assists in elimination. Now inhale, bring your knees back to the center, hug your knees for a moment, come into a sitting position, feet firmly into the floor, ready for the next pose. The boat. Find yourself on your sitting bones, lifting out of the hips. Extend your spine upwards and press the soles of your feet into the floor with the knees and ankles together. Using your fingertips on the floor for balance, extend your abdomen as you lean back slightly. Bring your lower legs up parallel to the floor. Breathe softly in and out through the nose while opening the chest and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Focus on a point at eye level in front of you. You may find this pose challenging to begin with. Doing this pose will rapidly increase strength and muscle tone in your midsection. Now bring your feet to the floor, hugging your knees as you extend your spine upwards. Now come back into the starting position, taking a moment to find your balance. Lift your legs to parallel, knees and ankles together. This time, bring your arms up beside your knees, parallel to the floor, opening the chest. Keep your focus on that point in front of you. This will help your stability. Continue with the controlled breathing. Feel the stimulation of the entire abdominal region as you hold this pose for a few more breaths. Now come down, feet to the floor, hugging the knees, rest here. Now we will repeat one more time, bringing the legs and arms up, lifting the entire body gracefully out of the hips, chest opening up, palms facing each other. Keep challenging yourself to stay in this pose longer. If you find the stimulation of the midsection becoming intense, just persist with it, knowing your mind has ultimate control over the body. Now come down out of the pose, hug your knees and feel invigorated. The bridge. Lie on your back with your legs bent, heels close to the buttocks, feet pressing firmly into the floor, hip width and parallel. Your arms should be slightly out from your sides, the palms of your hands pressing firmly into the floor. Inhale, and with the exhale, raise the hips up by pushing strongly into the floor with your feet. Keep the buttocks firm and press the shoulders and arms into the floor. Only go to the height that you are comfortable with. Take a few nourishing breaths in this position as you keep opening the chest and lengthening the torso. Now come down slowly, resting for one slow, deep breath. Now inhaling, lifting your hips again, while simultaneously bringing your arms over your head to the floor behind you. Keep lifting your buttocks away from the floor, keeping them contracted, which will help protect the lower spine. And work softly with the breath, keeping the head and neck relaxed. This pose stretches the whole front of the body and brings mobility to the spine. Breathing is improved from the opening of the rib cage and chest area. Now exhale as you lower your hips and arms back to the starting position. Last one here, pressing through the heels as you raise your hips and bring your arms over your head to the floor. Pushing your limit, but keeping the movement controlled at all times. Breathe into this pose and you will find you can increase the curve in your spine with every exhale. Remember to keep the buttocks tight. This movement is key to all back bends and will help you to progress to more advanced poses. Breathe easy as you glide your hips and arms down, feeling the benefits this pose brings to your body. The locust. Roll over to your right and come to a position lying face down on the floor, with your arms alongside your body, palms and forehead down. Bring your knees and ankles together. The guys will have to adjust the placement of the tackle to a position that is comfortable. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Push your palms into the floor. Pull the abs inwards, contracting the buttocks and pressing the hips and pubis firmly into the floor. On your next exhale, raise the legs to a height that is comfortable but challenging. Keep the buttocks activated. Lock the knees, keeping the ankles together. This pose aids digestion and relieves flatulence. Since the spine is stretched back, it becomes elastic, keeping the nerves toned and healthy. and increasing back mobility. Now release, come down, head to one side, and take 2 recovery breaths. Now bring the forehead back into the floor, center your body, and on your next exhale, raise the legs up, keep squeezing the buttocks. Extend the front of your body as you pull the shoulder blades together, raising the head, the arms, and the upper torso away from the floor. Looking straight ahead, opening the front of the chest and pushing down the lines of the arms. Keep the legs working strongly. This is an excellent warm-up for the more advanced back bending movements, as it strengthens the quadriceps, inner legs, and lumbar region. Now release, easing the body back to the floor. Kneeling twist. Sit on your heels with your knees together, the tops of your feet pressing firmly into the floor. Your head, shoulders and hips should be in one straight line. Arms relaxed by the sides, keeping your base firm by contracting your buttocks. Inhale, extend the spine upwards. Exhale, twist around to the right, placing your left hand on the outside of your right thigh, turning the head in the direction of the twist, but keeping the head and shoulders relaxed. Take a few breaths here, keeping the stomach soft and the eyes soft. Now exhale, release the twist, come back into the starting position. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, repeat to the left, turning in the midsection of your body. Focus on the breath, controlled inhalation, controlled exhalation. This simple twisting motion rinses and cleanses the digestive organs of the body. You'll find with each exhale you can go further into the twist. Now come back into the center. We will move on to the rejuvenating downward facing dog to give the spine a good stretch after all the work it has just done. Stretching your arms out in front of you, make sure your feet and knees are hip width apart, lifting your buttocks up to the ceiling and pushing your hands into the floor and straightening the legs as you extend through the front of the body. Breathe slowly and evenly with the knowing you are breathing more vitality into your body. By repeating a pose, you are creating new neurological pathways between your mind and your body, which translate into a better understanding of the pose. Now walk your feet to the front of your mat and come into a seated position. Hamstring stretch. Now we are going to stretch the hamstrings. You either like these or love them. For those of you who find this position challenging, we're going to use a strap which will assist you in maintaining the correct position on the floor. The technique with the hamstrings is to take it gently and really feel the movement. As with every yoga pose, feel confident in the move before you move deeper into the stretch. Come to a position lying on your back and stretch your arms down beside you, your shoulders firmly on the floor. Move your shoulder blades under, spread your toes apart. Feel the back and shoulders moulding to the straight lines of the floor. Bend your right knee close to your chest and extend with your left heel, pushing firmly into an imaginary wall, with the left thigh pushing into the floor. Now take your strap and put it over the ball of the right foot and straighten the leg, extending it towards the ceiling, bringing it only as far forward as you feel comfortable. Feel the press through the heels of both legs and breathe into this movement. Now inhale, and as you exhale, relax in your lower abdomen and breathe your legs slowly down towards you, extending in the spine, keeping your toes pulling towards the floor and heel pushing to the ceiling. This helps with a stretch in the hamstrings. If you feel a burning behind the knees, you've gone too far. You should feel a healthy stretch in the hamstrings. Keep your buttocks and thighs firm. As you look for the stretch right through the back of the leg, use the breath to deepen the stretch without force. You will find that every time you practice, your legs will move closer to your body. Now take the strap into your left hand. Focus on keeping the bottom leg firm. Exhale, bring the legs softly across the body. Keep both buttocks to the floor and stretch through the back of the buttock to the heel. Keep easing the leg across the body. Your body will learn to appreciate this stretch more every time you practice it. Now bring your leg back to upright and slowly down to the floor. Take a moment here for a deep, relaxing breath. Now bring the left knee into the chest, putting the strap over the ball of the left foot. Extend the leg to straight. The strap over the ball of the foot activates the movement from the calf to the heel. Keep accelerating the stretch through the back of the leg. You will find as your hamstrings lengthen, your lower back will feel more mobile, healthy, and you will have a more powerful stride as you walk. Keep breathing the legs towards you, feeling the stretch through the Achilles, calf, and hamstring. Regulate the intensity of the stretch. Is it increasing, decreasing, or staying the same? Ease off slightly if it is increasing, and when it decreases, the muscles have opened, so move slightly deeper. Now take the strap into the right hand, breathing the leg across the body. Keep your buttocks and legs firm. Bring your leg back to upright and slowly down to the floor. Seated forward bend. Come to a sitting position with your legs together in front of you. We are going to begin our forward bending in staff pose, which is the base for all forward bends. For this we will need a blanket and a belt or strap. Sit on the edge of your folded blanket, or if you are more flexible, you will not require a blanket. Move the fleshy part of your buttocks from underneath you, so that you are on top of your sitting bones, which are located at the very tops of your legs. Roll the thighs inwards so that the kneecaps are facing directly upwards. Activate the legs by pressing downward into the floor and out through the heels. Spread the toes wide and pull them towards you. Lengthen your lower back muscles down as you extend your spine up and out of the pelvis. Now take your strap around both feet. The strap's purpose is to keep the spine straight. This is very important. Be aware the head is an extension of the spine, so keep it aligned accordingly. Use the breath to create the optimum degree of intensity in the stretch. On your next exhale, come down the belt further while maintaining the extension on the front and back of the torso. Some of you will be able to grab the sides of your feet. Breathe softly and continuously. You are working right into your kidney area here. You will feel the sensation of the kidneys working strongly. This is okay. Keep working with your body. Don't pull yourself forward by the strength of your upper body. Keep bending at the hips, maintaining a relaxed head and neck. This pose massages and stimulates the abdominal organs, rejuvenating them. Let's go a little further. Relax your abdomen and inhale as you lengthen. Exhale and come further forward, increasing the space in your vertebrae. There are a lot of nerves in the spinal system, and as they are freed and nourished, you will experience improved energy flow, bringing more vitality and improved sexual function. Now slowly release and come back to staff position. Relaxation. Congratulations, you have reached the relaxation. This part of the yoga experience will allow you to really take your awareness inwards. Here you will be able to get a better appreciation of the real benefits of yoga you have just completed. So let go. You deserve it after the stimulating routine. The relaxation will bring you into contact with a deeper state of well-being, which is the very essence of your life. Let the relaxation quieten your mind and let the thoughts pass that you want to let go of. To relax completely, you must first relax your body, and your mind will follow. It will leave you refreshed and nourished. Put on something warm before this pose, or cover yourself with a blanket. You are now going to calm and relax the whole body. Slowly roll down your spine so your right and left sides contact the floor evenly. Come into a comfortable lying position. Take a deep, relaxing breath as you focus on the inhalation and the exhalation, and continue breathing with a deep, relaxed rhythm. Feel how the body is contacting the floor. Even weight on the right buttock, left buttock, your feet hip-width apart, left and right heels contacting the ground, right shoulder, left shoulder, the back of the hands resting gently on the ground. Settle into the position that is most comfortable for you. Feel free to adjust the position of the body if you don't feel completely comfortable. Inhale softly through the nose. Exhale out of the stomach and up the body. Raise your eyebrows to your forehead, then release and let go. Slowly close your eyes, treating them gently. Pull your shoulders up to your ears, Then relax your shoulders away from the ears into the floor. Is your head positioned evenly? Now tighten your stomach muscles as tight as you can, then release. Take a deep breath into your abdomen and release. Feel a tranquil sensation flowing gradually up the body, from the toes to the ankles, moving up the calves to the knees, the thighs relaxing as the calmness moves into the hips and buttocks, softening the stomach and back, moving up past the torso into the shoulders, releasing the neck muscles, relaxing the eyes and jaw, letting go completely. You are now ready to embark on an inner journey. Relaxation, as with all poses, is something you will improve at every time you practice. As you get more experienced with this, the deeper you can relax. Relax and release the whole back of the body. Eyes soft, cheeks soft. Release the tongue from the base to the tip. Let your tongue rest on your lower palate. With your mind's eye, look into your rib cage and watch the breath fill the ribs. Remember to guide the breath up the body from the stomach to the ribs, then fill the upper chest and around the shoulders with healing oxygen. We will now take a few deep breaths together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 7. Hold for 3. Exhale for 7. Hold for 4. Inhale for 8. Hold for 3. Exhale for 8. Let go. Hold for 6. Normal inhalation. Slow, soft, deep exhalation. Observe the space at the end of the exhalation. Normal inhalation. Soft, deep, tender exhalation. Every time you exhale, move deeper into the relaxation, surrendering to the exhalation completely. Your muscles completely relaxed, your body soft and calm. Surrender, relax. Continue to breathe deeply and slowly, and let your breath take on a natural, deep, relaxed rhythm. Notice the pulsation in the base of your spine. Notice that the base of your spine moves forward on the out-breath and back on the in-breath. Breathe directly to the base of the spine, synchronizing the breath with the rocking that takes place there. Relax completely. You are now in a deep state of relaxation. In the quiet that exists at the end of the out-breath, relax deeply. As you release at the end of the out-breath, allow the relaxation to become longer each time. Feel the relaxation becoming deeper. Surrender. Let go. Relax. In a few moments, we will begin to move out of this pose. Slowly bring your awareness back to your body, gently opening your eyes, and observe how you feel. Keep your gaze soft. In your own time, roll onto your right side. Come into a sitting position. Observe how you feel. Now carry this feeling of total well-being you have created into your future. Practice yoga at least 4 times a week, and you'll really see the benefits it brings to your life.
Yoga.org.nz invites you to visit our website for free information on yoga, including philosophy, meditation, nutrition, as well as audio and video downloads, electronic postcards, and much more. Visit yoga.org.nz today and remember to sign up for our free online newsletter and become part of our online yoga community. This newsletter will provide a lot of tips and tricks that will help you on your journey of health and well-being. It's easy, just fill in the sign-up form located on the site, enter your name and email address. It is that simple. You will be then up to date with all the latest developments as they become available. We look forward to your visit. Namaste.